All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Talladega. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series heads to Talladega, man. Some super speedway action headed your way. 70 laps. It's race number 6, and this is a big field tonight. Who's going to take home the victory, man? It's anybody's race here. Just got to keep yourself in the hunt. It's Talladega. It's super speedway action, and it is TurnLeftTV. Well, the Buschwackers Series ready to tackle the super speedway at Talladega. Who's going to be the king of the super speedway? There's only one way to find out, baby, and that is hang out right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. We got a big field here for you tonight. Big field tonight. So excited about this one. And a lot of fun, I think, in store for us tonight. Right now, we are in the practice session, man. We're about ready to go to qualifications. We get a little bit late getting started here, so a big field here for you tonight. 20 drivers so far joining us. Tonight's race brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com, your place for an rFactor 2 server. Not only that, but also WebPress hosting. If you want a website, you can look up EliteHostingUSA.com. Even if you want an rFactor 2 server in your area of the world, EliteHostingUSA.com can find one in your region that supports you. I want to say, hey, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there, man. Wow, it's the weekend. It is the weekend, and we got some super speedway action headed for you for 2 nights in a row. Not only tonight, but also tomorrow in the Saturday Night Thunder. Thanks for coming in. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you were here, checking out the videos. Appreciate you coming in. And we got a ton of racing here for you this weekend. GT3 Series, Saturday Night Thunder, and tonight the Xfinity Series in action at Talladega. It is going to be a wild one, man. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. It is right there. And if you'd like to make a donation, TurnLeftTV, up in the link of a banner there, you can click on that link for me. And you can also go down into the description of this race and click on those links, or follow them over to the Fanatec website and help me out here at TurnLeftTV. And if you're interested in purchasing something through them, by all means, use my link. I would appreciate that. Thanks for your support. Let's get this bad boy going. Let's take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Man, we are just past halfway. Starting the back half of that season. Talladega tonight, 70 laps. You see we have Charlotte coming up next week. Great mile and a half course. 98 laps from there. Phoenix, a little switching up the gears there. And that, I don't even know what you want to call that, a 5-turn oval. 120 laps there at Phoenix, the dog leg, on October the 15th. And the more mile and a half action at Kansas Speedway on October the 22nd. And finish out the season at California Speedway. 98 laps are on October the 29th to crown the champion. Again, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator, and this is Talladega Superspeedway. 70 laps here tonight. It's race 6 of 10, and that 2.6 mile Superspeedway going to be a lot of fun, man. Huge field here, and I think we're going to have a great race. Well, we got some stuff coming up for you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2:30 race time, and it's a high Octane Racing League GT3 Series back in action at Road America. A great classic American road course, and these GT3 cars. And that last race was just a blast at Mid-Ohio, so I think Road America is going to be just as fun. So want to check it out. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Race will be at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join us there. And then the Saturday Night Thunder in action tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Talladega. The Cup Series is going to tackle the high-banked Superspeedway at Dega. 80-lap race. Should be a great one. Race number 4 of the season. I'm excited about that, as always. Take a look at the chat session, man. We got Givaldo Linares in here, man. He's going to be out on the track here tonight. Good luck to him, and thanks for being such a great supporter for TurnLeftTV. Givaldo, one of the greatest guys out there, man. Really nice guy. Claudio Bardelli Jr., the Kitty System. That is Jessica Pelletier. Joining us in here, Jair Oliveira, good buddy of mine as well. So Claudio, JJ. Some more of our Brazilian drivers. Man, I tell you what, we got half of Brazil in here all the time, huh? I love that. So one of these days, I'm going to get tickets to Carnival. One of these guys is going to send me some tickets. Take a look at the tower here and see where everybody's at. Paul Brown, top time, 51.886 so far. Take a look at Sean Jacobs as he's finishing up his qualification attempt, I believe. 51.853. Well, he's taking the short way around, isn't he? Taking the short way around right there. I don't know. That's a party foul. That is a party foul. And Palumbo with his lap here, currently 6th on the grid. Let's see what lap number 2 is for him. 51.936, and currently 5th on the grid. Take a look at Givaldo Spindola, the 68 car. 51.853 is that target time. So Givaldo currently looks like he's backed off that lap there. Currently 13th on the grid. About Zachman Casey in the 29 car. His first race back in a while. 8th on the grid. Jair Oliveira in the 17. Currently 10th on the grid here for lap number 2. Looks like Oliveira will start in this 10th position in that 17 car. So it looks like Sean Jacobs takes a pole. Art de Vieira will start outside row 1. Paul Brown starts in the 3rd position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in 4th. Todd Robillard 5th. Reese Kennedy will start 6th. Ed Palumbo 7th. Zachman Casey will start in at 8th position. Jim Willis 9th. And rounding out the top 10 will be Jair Oliveira. We'll take a look at the track here at Dega. 2.666. Oh my gosh. In length, 4.28 kilometers in length. See turns 1 and 2 at 33 degrees of banking. Turn 3 and 4, basically 32.5 degrees of banking. And then through the tri-oval, 16.5 backstretch at 3 degrees of banking. A lot of room to race here. Want to find a partner, man. I'll tell you. Not going to be able to win this thing on your own. Speaking of winning races, how about last week's race at Las Vegas? Came down to the last lap there. What a fight for that win. And Dan Richter in the 65 car edges out the field and takes the victory. So congratulations to Dan Richter. Lucas Simfer finishes in the 2nd position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. 3rd. Sean Jacobs 4th. And rounding out the top 5 was Jim Willis. So congratulations to Dan Richter in the 65 car for taking that victory last week. Take a look at my keys to the race tonight. The keys to the race, huh? Got to make some frenemies. You're not going to be able to win this on your own, and you're going to have to work with people that you may want to, may not want to work with, but you're going to have to, out of necessity, save fuel tonight because this may come down to a fuel mileage race. Stay in the draft, man. If you lose the draft, you're in big trouble. Got to stay with some guys there. Make sure you pit stops should be pit stops on point, man. I am such a freaking amateur, man. My God, what is going on here? Let's fix that. That's bothering me. I need somebody to spell check me. Just spell check me. That's all I need. There we go. We got our updated pit stops on point. If you get on and off pit lane, you're going to have to work with somebody getting on and off pit lane, because if you come in by yourself, you're in big trouble too. And then also you want to try to get in and out of your pit stall pretty cleanly, so you have somebody to work with when you come off pit lane. That's pretty big. And again, it's all about staying in the draft. So, and that may include working with some people that you don't normally work with. So the qualification session has officially ended. And we'll take a look at the results. Sean Jacobs in the 24 with a 51.853, starts in P1. Outside row 1 will be Artur Vieira in the 4 car. Paul Brown starts in the 3rd position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. will start in 4th. Todd Robillard in the 90 will start in the 5th position. Reese Kennedy starts in 6th. Good qualification session there for Reese. Ed Palumbo starts in the 7th position. Zach Muncasey will start 8th. Jim Willis in the 53 starts in the 9th position, and Jair Oliveira will start in 10th. Starting in the 11th position with Jesus Iglesias. Will Dunbar starts in 12th in the 88 car. Chris Hughes 13th in the 7 car. Jessica Pelletier will start in the 14th position, that 7X car. Christian Wilson starts 15th. Tim Lansbury 16th. Lucas Simpner in the 17th position in that 21. And Dylan Maglioka starts in the 18th position in the 9X machine. Let's get about a 9.5 minutes here in the warm-up session, and we're going to throw a little entertainment your way. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in here and watching TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. We had a great one for you here tonight. The Buschwackers series. And again, this is race 6 of 10. Going to have to work with some people tonight that you're not used to working with, that's for sure, in order to keep your car up front and in the pack. Staying in the draft is key. Don't forget, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will start the broadcast for Road America and the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. Racing starts at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is race number 3 of the season, so this should be a great one. Road America is a fantastic road course, and these GT3 cars are just going to flat out get after it. So don't want to miss that. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. So we're getting some chatters in here. Thunderfunk is in here with 2Ks. And he's rooting for the 9X tonight. How about that, huh? So Dylan out here for the first time. Welcome to Dylan, by the way. Looking pretty solid, man. He says he's done some racing there in iRacing before, and so he's coming in with a little bit of experience here. I do find that the iRacers that have come over here to race have done pretty well, so well, I'm going to get my picks in here tonight. Who is going to win this race? Be a tough one. We got a lot of strong cars out here. This is a track where a lot of guys can win the race as well. All right, my pick is to win this race. I don't think this is a hard one to make. Claudio Bardelli Jr., the 91 car. This bad boy is going to put it in victory lane. Look at that, man. He's representing TurnLeftTV. Got to root for that guy. What is that right there? TurnLeftTV logo. Preston Hassel joining us in the chat session. Hopefully you're going to get to take some pain pills, bro. He moved. So he's probably a little sore there, so I have to work that off. Hope he gets a good night's rest. We'll see him next week, I'm sure. Maybe even later this week. Let's take a look at the season standings coming into tonight's race. Sean Jacobs, 186 points in P1. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in second coming into tonight's race. Arthur Vieira third. Ed Palumbo fourth. Paul Brown is in fifth. Preston Hassel, sixth in points coming into tonight. Lucas Simpler is seventh. Christian Wilson eighth. Todd Robillard sits in the ninth position, and rounding out the top 10 is Givaldo Spindola. Don't forget, tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server or some web hosting, please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. They provide the servers and the web hosting for our website. and the servers for our racing experience. iOctaneRacing.net. Check us out over there. We'd love to have you. So getting ready to go to race, boys and girls. Looks like we might be waiting for a driver to come in here, so looks like they're going to wait for a driver to come back in here. And again, this is Talladega, race number 6. All right, boys and girls, looks like it's about that time. Time to get this thing started here.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
All right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, boys and girls, this is Talladega tonight. What a great track this is going to be. Should be a great race. Excited about this one. And we'll take a look at the starting order. Starting in P1 will be Sean Jacobs. Whoa, let's start that again. For some reason, I wanted to go to slide number 1 or slide 2. There we go. Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts in P1. Artur Vieira starts in 2nd. Paul Brown 3rd. Claudio Bardelli Jr. will start in the 4th position. Starting in the 5th position is Todd Robillard in the 90. Reese Kennedy in the 80 starts in 6th. Ed Palumbo will start 7th in the 54. Zachman Casey in the 29 starts in the 8th position. Starting in the 9th position will be Jim Willis in the 53. Jair Leveda in 17 starts in the 10th position. Jesus Iglesias in the 2X starts 11th. The 88 of Will Dunbar starts in 12th. Givaldo Spindle in the 68 starts in the 13th position. Chris Hughes 14th. Jessica Pelletier starts in the 15th position. And Christian Wilson in the 30 starts in 16th. Starting in the 17th position will be the 82 of Tim Lansbury. Lucas Infinner in the 18th position in that 21 car, and Dylan Maglioka in the 19th position in the 9X machine in his first race out. So welcome to Dylan. All right, boys and girls, 70 laps here tonight, and we have 19 drivers joining us. Sean Jacobs in the 24 will lead the field to take the green flag. Hope everybody exhibits a little bit of patience here tonight. 4-car of Artur Vieira starts in the 2nd position. He's good at these super speedways. 77, Paul Brown starts in the 3rd position. 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. up in the 4th position, up on that outside line. Lights are out on the pace car. Pace car going to be coming in this time by. It's Talladega, some super speedway action here tonight. Here we go.
Green flag, go. Let's go racing, boys.
So far, so good into turn one. Trying to find a place to work here. Can't panic if you're losing positions. You got a lot of race ahead of you here. Sean Jacobs down the backstretch, 77. Just behind him, the 90 of Robillard in third. Ed Palumbo in the 54 is fourth. Jacobs got to be one of those favorites to win at the Superspeedway. On board here with the 90 car, Todd Robillard. He looks ahead at Paul Brown in the 77 car. Now out of the back there at the 54 of Ed Palumbo. You see Archer Fiallo running in the fifth position. Single file there. Reese Kennedy up the track there in 15th a little bit. He's on that outside. Guys are going behind him. He's trying to find a way to tuck in. On board here with Reese Kennedy as he floats up into the high side. 21, Lucas Simpler gets by. So single file for these guys right now. Reese Kennedy going to try to tuck in here in the 18th position. He's lost some ground. He's got to try to hang on to that draft. Lucas Simpler in the 21. He's trying to hang on to that draft as well. You see those two guys back there running in 18th and 19th. Sean Jacobs continuing to lead. Single file, everybody's sort of behaving right now. That'll be good. We'll get some green flag pit stops under our belt. Take a look at Jair Oliveira running in the 8th position in that 17 car. And he's wanting to try to hang on to that draft as well. Looking out of the back there, you got a little bit of a mess brewing behind. Somebody's peeking out there, maybe trying to cool that engine a little bit. So JJ right now running in the 8th position. He's hanging on to that 7th place car, Jim Willis. Tim Lansbury in the 82 running in P13. So you see these guys nose to tail right now. We just got two cars there kind of off the, actually 3 cars off the pace. They've lost that draft, so hopefully in their minds probably wanting to see these guys start getting a little racy there. So you see that pack of 3, the 21, the 80, and the 9X, 17th, 18th, and 19th. Right now, everybody nose to tail. Nobody wants to make a move and start something on the outside. Somebody's going to get bored before it's over with and push it to the outside. Take a look at RTVR here running in P5 in that 4 car. Again, you really start looking at these front runners here. All of these guys have gotten, I mean, you're looking at the top, certainly that top 5. Bardelli Jr., he's got some super speedway wins. His race program's really improved a lot. Oliveira, you know, he loves these super speedways as well. These guys can win this race. A lot of guys in the hunt here to win this race tonight. Guys getting bored back there in the pack. There's Will Dunbar, that 88 car. He's having a little battle there with Tim Lansbury. He's following Tim Lansbury right now with the 68. Givaldo Spindle in that, working on that bottom side there. Chris Hughes in the 7 car, now side by side with these guys. Chris Hughes in the 7 trying to get around this 88. Will Dunbar in that Salesforce sponsor machine. On board here with Will Dunbar as he's looking for a place to kind of tuck in. Givaldo Spindle on that bottom side. The 82 slides up the track a little bit to help him out maybe. The 82 and the 88 working together. You see the 7 gets by. Givaldo now drops back to the 16th position in that 68 car. So that's strung those guys out a little bit. Christian Wilson, the last car in that kind of that lead group. He's running in the 12th position on board here with him. He's running behind Zach Casey. Good to see Zach Casey back out. Check him out on Twitch. He's usually streams live from his cockpit there. Jim Willis will tail into that front group. He's in the 7th position, so those guys nose his tail right now in the 53 Black Rifle Coffee Company machine. Having a good run here so far in P7. Take a look at this pass here. Dylan Maglioka makes a pass on the 80 of Reese Kennedy. So Dylan running in the 18th position. Reese Kennedy back to 19th. Dylan there all over the back of that 21 car. Lucas Simpner, Flexio sponsor machine. '90 of Paul Brown. Excuse me, the 77, Paul Brown running in P2. The 90 of Todd Robillard running in the 3rd position. Look at that 53 now. JJ climbing up the back of him there. JJ, they're working at outside. He said, I'm getting a little bored here. Let's try to make it interesting. So JJ, his 17 car, trying to take a crew the outside. See the 2X and the 7X following him. 2X of Jesus Iglesias. He's trying to make it a little interesting. What? Look at that, man. They're getting kind of stacked up there. You cannot get anything going on that outside line. 17 still trying to give it a shot. The 30, Christian Wilson now down there on that bottom side. He's running in P10. And JJ working that outside. They're tight right here. This could get a little interesting. Jessica Pelletier. Oh, right there. The 30 and the 17 might have gotten together. 30 to 17. Christian Wilson showing some strength in the practice session. He's got a fast car here tonight. He's out early, gets some practice in, and I'll tell you what, man, it's just a matter of time before that 30 car puts it in victory lane. Look at that, Jessica Pelletier in the 7X machine following the 30. 17 and the 2X still trying to make something work up on that outside line, but they're going to need some help. 2X tucks in, that 7X now. Back in the 12th position. Back up here with Sean Jacobs, our race leader in the 24 car. Paul Brown in the 77 is in 2nd. Todd Robillard in the 90 is 3rd. Ed Palumbo 4th. Arthur Vieta is in 5th. Caution free so far. Don't want to jinx it. Start thinking about some pit stops here. Green flag pit stops. This is where you start working with guys. You're trying to figure out, hey, when you're going to pit. Let's go in together. You take the high line, I'll take the low line as we come off the track onto the apron. Makes it a lot easier getting on pit lane. Communication. Deals being made. Deals being broken here tonight. You can bet your bottom dollar that'll happen, especially on that last lap. Something Givaldo's kind of dropped back there, so now they got a pack of 4 working. Nose to tail. Givaldo running in P19. Reese Kennedy just ahead of him in the 18th position. Dylan Maglioka running in 17th, and Lucas Simpner in 16th. So the pack of 4 trying to close back in on the race leaders. And again, if you're going to follow somebody, it's going to bring you back up to the race leaders. That 21 car is going to be the one to do. pretty solid here, and those guys continue to lose some time. They're about 10 seconds back, a little over 10 seconds back, so they need a little bit of help here. Need some of these other guys to get racy, get strung out a little bit, and some pit stops to happen. So no panic right now. As long as these guys stay nose to tail, they won't be losing too much time. So we'll get about 13 seconds back right now. $10 seconds off of P15. Take a look at Sean Jacobs at the wheel. Oh, we're going to fly out of the car. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So Sean Jacobs at the wheel. You see Paul Brown just behind him. Clear sailing ahead for Sean so far. Western Auto sponsor machine. Take a look at the 54 Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. Ed Palumbo running in the 4th position. He had one of our drivers from New York. A lot of East Coast drivers out here, man. I'll tell you what, 24, 77, 90, 54, all those guys East Coast drivers. I guess if you want to consider Pennsylvania East Coast, I guess I would. It's not quite there, but Sean's a little bit more of a Western Pennsylvania guy, so anything east of me is East Coast. I'm Central Indiana. Art Vieira running in P4. Bardelli Jr., don't forget about him in the 91. He's running in the 6th position. Jessica Pelletier get a little racy here down on the inside. Trying to get around Jesus Iglesias, trying to tuck that car in. Oh, there's some contact. Oh, more contact right there. More contact. The 7X trying to muscle her way into a spot there. The 7X getting by. Wow, man, that got wild. That got wild here. Let's take a look at this. Jessica down to the inside has a heck of a run coming across the start-finish line and says, hey, I want that car in that spot. And I'm not sure there was room, and there was contact here. Right there, a little bit. Oh, right there, man. A hard contact. And the 2X almost got up into the wall. And we'll take a look at what's the what JJ saw out of this action. This is actually Jessica. We'll jump back here to JJ and see what he saw on board here with him. Watch this. This is going to get wild. Oh, right there. Oh, man. Hard contact for that 2X. He was lucky he didn't get up into the wall there. '24 car continuing to lead. He's up there in a comfortable position right now. Not back there scrapping, swapping paint. These guys are now starting to talk about some deals. Who's going to come down pit lane together? Got a few laps here, I think. Maybe a lap or two before we start seeing pit stops. Take a look at Jesus Iglesias. He's up on that outside line trying to shake it off right now. He's running in the 12th position. Probably a little left side damage to that car. That was a pretty substantial lick there that he took. Just ahead of him is the 17 of Artur Vieira. So Jesus running in the 12th position in that 2X car. Those guys back up there nose to tail. Take a look at Will Dunbar here in the 88. He and Tim Lansbury have sort of been working together. Take a look at Zach Muncasey here in the 29 car. Zach in his first race back running in the 8th position. Another one of those guys, man, he's been really, really close to the race victory, and it's going to be just a matter of time, man. Just a short period of time before you see that 29 car in victory lane. Got a pretty solid race program from the 29 car. Just behind him is Christian Wilson. Christian, one of our young drivers and a new driver, or a newer driver, I should say, but man, he really has improved since he's gotten on board here, running in P9 here. Very, very mature driver. Always a young guy, but very mature. Looking out of the back of his car, it's getting a little wild there. Jessica Pelletier in that 7X Toyota, getting by Jair Oliveira. So Jessica now up to the 10th position. Jair in the 11th position. So Jessica there trying to hang on to that draft. Christian Wilson is a tail end of this front pack. So now we got looking like we're going to split maybe into two. There's just a little under a second separating P9, P10. We'll take a look at P9 in the 7X car, Jessica Pelletier. In about 9/10, just a little under a second back. Take a look at that Todd Robillard there. Ed Palumbo running in P3, P4. The 90 and the 54, a lot of laps between those guys, man. They've run a lot of laps together. Some of these guys, certainly that front four, I mean, arguably, probably fifth as well. Guys have run together for years. They know how each other drives. They've got guys they know they're going to be able to work with. Guys they communicate with real well. The 90 in this Freightliner sponsor machine running in P3. We'll take a look at the top 10 in points coming into tonight's race. Sean Jacobs, 7-point lead over Bardelli Jr. Coming into race 6, Vieira, Palumbo, Brown round top 5. See Hassel not be here tonight. Lucas Simpler in 7th. Wilson, great season for him, running into our P8 coming into tonight's race. Todd Robillard 9th. Givaldo Spindola is 10th. Iglesias back up here, gotten by Jessica Pelletier. So those guys have caught back up to this group. The 2X has really helped that effort. He's gotten back up there. Showing some muscle here. We'll take a look at these passes he makes. He got 3 wide right there. Jessica down to the inside. This was 3 wide. Jesus just sticking to his guns up on the outside line. Got a little bit of a run here. Trying to see he wants to get that car down in between the 30 and the 7X. 7X jumps up behind the 2X right there. So Iglesias now back up to the 10th position. Take a look at this. Chris Hughes in the 7X has a heck of a run. The 7 car has a heck of a run. Gets around the 82 and the 88. Tucks in. Now behind the 17 car. Tell you what, man, you're going to see some pit stops happening very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled. We might have a caution flag. Sometimes it can be a little tricky in packs coming onto pit lane. So I think we're about 2-3 laps away for pit stops. Sean Jacobs in the 24. That Western Auto sponsored Chevy Camaro will lead the field. They'll start lap 28. I'd say we're going to start seeing pit stops very, very soon. 27 laps in so far, caution free, knock on wood. Paul Brown in the 77 car is in second. Robillard third, Palumbo fourth, Vieira is in fifth. Now, who's going to pit together? That's the story here. I bet you those front 5-6 cars are probably going to come in together. Paul Brown there all over the back of that Western Auto sponsor machine. We're indicating there's guys who are going to be coming down pit lane here, so keep your eyes peeled. The 77 and the 24 both indicating they're coming down pit lane. So pit stops underway. Here we go, coming off pit lane. We're coming on to pit lane. Just got 3 takers here so far. 3 takers, the 24, the 77, 53 on pit lane. So pit stops underway. Bob Robillard now the race leader in the 90 car. Ed Palumbo in the 54 in second. Vieira third. Bardelli Jr. fourth. You see those guys coming back out on off pit lane. Pitting together, coming back out together. Good solid pit stops right there. Jacobs probably had the worst end of the deal on that one. Paul Brown jumps out there, but I tell you, I think Paul going to get reeled in by Jim Willis and take a look at Paul Brown in the 14 car. Or excuse me, in the 14th position, that's 77. So he's going to get reeled in by that 53 and the 24. Back to Todd Robillard. We're going to start seeing some pit stops here. Some of these other guys coming down pit lane here. That the leader's still out. More guys coming down pit lane. See Chris Hughes in that 9th position in the 7 car on pit lane. 7X, Jessica Pelletier. This is where the field's going to get strung out here a little bit, I think. 30 car coming back out. Reese Kennedy in the 90 coming back out. See Tim Lansbury pitting. Look at that race right there. Tim Lansbury, the 82 and the 7 racing off pit lane. It's like the 90 and the 54 are going to come in together. The 4 and the 91, those guys working together now. A couple of our Brazilian drivers. Look at that, the 90 and the 54 coming off track. So there's 90, Todd Robillard, 54 Ed Palumbo, and the 17 is Jair Oliveira, all on pit lane. Brings us back up to Artur Vieira in the 4 car. 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. in second. Those guys go around the 88 car. 29 car, Zach Munkacy. See the 7X of Jesus Iglesias now in the 4th position. These guys still need to make a pit stop. How about this, man? Eder Smagel joining us in the chat session. Look at that, Eder Smagel. Where's he at, man? There he is. He's from behind. There he is. Look at that, man. Good to see Eder Smagel. Rock and roll. That's Mr. Rock and Roll right there. Coming in the chat session. Good to see him. Artur Vieira in the 91. Claudio Bardelli Jr. These guys are going to be coming down pit lane. It looks like Munkacy going to come down with these guys maybe. So these guys get a little bit better fuel mileage than some of the other drivers. Iglesias on pit lane by himself right now. I think the 4 and the 91 and the 29 all going to come down pit lane this time. Here they go. Artur Vieira, Claudio Bardelli Jr. Oh, a lot of speed for the 91 car, and the 29 almost got into the 4. So far, so good. Good, clean pit stops here so far. Paul Brown and the 53, Jim Willis, the 24, Sean Jacobs, 54, Ed Palumbo, and the 90 of Todd Robillard. A little pack right there for them. White Vieira, Bardelli Jr., Munkacy on pit lane. Bardelli Jr. finishing up his pit stop. Vieira coming out with him. Munkacy got a huge jump on those guys. Will that end up helping him? You see those guys kind of strung out now. Pit stops have strung out the field. Now the guys that were able to pit together and come out together, like they have a little bit of an advantage in the 77 of Paul Brown, now the race leader, I believe. Actually looks like Zach Munkacy's the race leader. I take that back. So, interesting. After pit stops, take that back. Zach Munkacy in the 29 comes out. He had a heck of a pit stop. I don't know whether he just took a little fuel or maybe did a 2-tire stop. Not sure what happened with that 29 car, but whatever the case may be, he has got a 3.5 second lead over Paul Brown, our 2nd place car. My mistake on that one. And this is going to help Zach Munkacy out at 29 as he finds somebody to work with. But that time is diminishing in a hurry because this pack of 5 cars working together to close in. You see Zach Munkacy just ahead. Givaldo Spindle as well. Givaldo running in the 17th position. He is the last car on the lead lap. And our lead lap, our P1 is just behind him. And these guys got a head of steam here. They're going to use this outside line to fly on by here. So Munkacy, smart move, jumping up there into the outside. So jumping up into the outside, and man, Paul Brown had to really get on the brakes right there. 29, 70, 53, 24, and the 54, 1 through 5. See the 53 car, Jim Willis here having a good night. Now look at that, we got a race side-by-side battle here for the race lead. Casey on the inside. These guys all go to the outside line. He's going to be best off to kind of tuck in here and get behind that 90 car as he goes by. Chris Hughes in the 7 car here, battling it out with the 17. Look at that, man. This is a mess right here. 2X, Jesus Iglesias, 7 of Chris Hughes, side by side. Oh, man, that got a little dicey right there. 17, Jair Oliveira also in this mix. He's leading that field with a 7. Now he wants to get back behind Jessica Pelletier in the 7X car. Or follow that 7 car through. Breeze Kennedy here, I don't know if he pitted by himself or what the status is here, but he's 1 lap down in that 90 car, a Hooter sponsor machine. Take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91 and the 4 of Artuvieta. These guys going to have to work together to try to close in on that front 6 now. Kind of bad news for them, 4.5, 4.6 seconds. They work together nose to tail and they get a little racy up front. These guys got a chance to close them back in. Hughes is the next car back in the 9th position, 7.7 seconds back to the race leader. What happened here with Dylan? I don't know whether he warped or what happened with him. The 90 and the 68 warping right there. So the 68 warps, and I think he ends up warping into the 9X machine maybe right there. And we got a yellow flag. It's like the 9X gets hit, and that was not his fault. So we got a yellow flag here as the and it looks like a big warping incident right there. Like Givaldo might have been warping. And we've got a caution flag here. We'll see right here as a 68. You see him starting to warp. You see right there, he disappears, gets up into so his car's warping, and then he's going to reappear into the 9X car. Watch this. Right there, reappears into the 9X. That happens, man. What a tough break there for the 9X. He was having a pretty good race here, but he can come down and get that repaired. So caution flag here, and nobody's fault really. Looks like a warping incident. So caution flag, our first caution flag of the night, 41 laps in. Looks like Givaldo having some connection issues. So it looks like Givaldo's going to come down pit lane here. Hopefully his ping clears up. So it looks like Givaldo is driven down pit lane here, so hopefully things improve for him. So just a warping incident, that's all it was. Don't forget the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series headed your way tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Racing will start at 2:30. Broadcast will start at 2. It's race number 3. We're at Road America tomorrow in the GT3 Series. This will be great, man. I'll tell you what, Mid-Ohio last week was a fantastic race. Great three-way battle. Arguably about a four-way battle. And it was a fantastic race, really. So I think Road America going to be the same way, and it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series at Road America tomorrow. Wow, man, so far, a pretty good race here. And I don't want to jinx it or anything, but how good race here. Again, thanks for coming in. Please hit that thumbs up button and let me know you were here. And then you can also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And if you'd like to support me, I am a Fanatec affiliate. If you would like to help me out, and click on that link down in the description of this race. If you're in Europe, there's a European link, and then we also have the Western Hemisphere link over there, the North American link as well down in the in the description of this race. If you're interested in purchasing some stuff through Fanatec, please help me out here. TurnLeftTV, that would greatly appreciate it. Thanks for coming out, man. Share my videos with all your friends, and peace to everybody out there tonight. Good race here so far in the Buschwackers series. Looks like we got some pit stops going on. Paul Brown coming down pit lane, so interesting sequence of pit stops here. Somebody crashing into the wall there, it looks like. Sure who that was, but it looks like somebody spun around. 21 car has spun. See what happened to the 21 car here. Gets off under the apron and then spins up into the wall. So hard contact for the 21. Lucas Simfer, uncharacteristic crash under the caution flag. Take a look at this again here. Luca again gets off the track down onto the apron, and that upsets the balance of the car right there. Loses the back end of the car. And then, hard into the wall is the 21. So Jessica Pelletier in a 7X car is the leader. Lucas Simfer is in second.
Pit road will be open this time.
So some of these other guys now probably going to come down pit lane. I would suggest to you that Lucas Simfer probably going to come down pit lane. Yeah, Palumbo in the 54 coming down pit lane as well. Eder Zmagel signing off for tonight. So good to see Eder back in here and chatting with us. We'd love to get him out here racing with us. One of our Brazilian friends. So just go to go sleepy. See you soon. Nice broadcast and good race finish. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder coming up tomorrow night. Some more Talladega Superspeedway action in the Cup Series. Race number 4 of the season. And Talladega, 80 laps in the Cup cars tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. Well, remember my keys to the race here tonight. I said make some frenemies, and you have seen some guys working together that may not normally work together, although I think that front pack there pretty much normally kind of works together. Save fuel. We saw some guys getting a lot better fuel mileage. This caution flag there really does shake up some things a little bit. Getting a lot better fuel mileage on some of those guys that are back in the pack a little bit. Stay in the draft. We saw guys that were kind of getting a little racy, maybe got out of the draft there and fell back. They certainly needed this caution flag, and you got to have those pit stops on point. Or things going to hurt in the long run. You see the 80 of Reese Candidate coming onto pit lane here. So it looks like Jessica Pelletier is going to stay out here in the 7X car. This will be interesting. All right, looks like Jessica going to start on the bottom side here. Sean Jacobs starts up on the high side. Paul Brown third. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in the 4th position. Look at that, Paulo Chachalowski joining us in the chat session. Man, I tell you what, we got half of Brazil in here. Look at half of Brazil. We got the better looking half of Brazil coming in here. Eder Zmagel, Paulo Chachalowski, Jair Leveda, Claudio Bardelli Jr., my heaven, Givaldo. Some Brazilian royalty coming in here right now. All right, here we go. Pace car's off. Time to get back to racing. Across the start-finish line, we'll start lap 46. Pace car off. Here we go. 7X, Jessica Pelletier.
Flag, go, go, go.
Leading the field will take the green flag here. Oh, Sean Jacobs gets a good jump there on the outside line. Sean Jacobs there diving down to the inside. Back to the lead. Archie Vieta. Oh, Archie Vieta, that crowd. Oh, man, I tell you what, the 17 car got into the back of the 29. That got a little wild. 7X all over the back of the 24 car. That bottom line starting to move a little bit. That got crazy. Bunching these guys back up again. '17 getting a little aggressive right there. All over the back of Zach Casey's machine. Hard. Oh, no. What I thought I saw that 29 coming around. Just pictured it coming around. Guys are bump drafting in the turns, in the tri-oval. keep our eye on that 29, that 17. A little crazy right now with those guys. Take a look at Tim Lansbury in the 82 car. He's down on that bottom side at the Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. Side by side here. Not single file now, is it? 82 car. Running in the 12th position, right behind Chris Hughes in the 7 car. You see that outside line right there getting a little squirrely. This guy's getting a little impatient. They're going 3 wide here. Glacius backs off the 2X car. That bottom line starting to move. The 88, Will Dunbar, now in P12. Salesforce sponsored Mustang. And out of the back of his car, you see JJ in the 17. 2X, Jesus Iglesias back there. Ben Casey dives down to the bottom side. He bails on that high side. He's a little bit more comfortable down low. 91, the 4, the 17, and the 2X all up high there. Starting to work together, I believe. Will Dunbar now up to the 9th position. Jacobs in the 24. Leading the field, the 7X. Running in second, Paul Brown third. Willis in the 4th position, Robillard in 5th. Take a look at Bardelli Jr., he's leading that high line. He wants to get this train rolling here on the outside line, but they just don't have enough help. There's about 4 or 5 cars up on the outside. He really can't make any moves here. Everybody's sort of committed to that bottom line there, protecting. Little bit of run here. 54 and the 91 side by side. The 4, the 17, the 2X, the 91 all working on the outside line. 4 gets into the back of that 91 car. Lucas Sinfiner, the 21, up on the high side here, trying to make some stuff work. These guys getting crazy on this outside line. I have a feeling it's a matter of time with these guys if they keep bump drafting in the turns and through the tri-oval. Christian Wilson now bails down to the bottom line there in that 30 car. He's running in P15. We can look at Paul Brown here in the 77 car running in the 3rd position. You see that outside line starting to get a little organized here. So it's 6 cars now up on the high side making it work. Now 91 up to P4. The 53 just below him. So Bardelli Jr. starting to work that outside line. A little organization now. Looking out of the back of Claudio Bardelli Jr.'s machine. So these Brazilian drivers, I think they've hooked up here. You've got a little help with Lucas Simpler in the 21 as well. So 91, the 4, the 17 starting to work here. Now the 91 looking to maybe take the race lead on board here with him as the 24 down on the bottom line. Now the 91's got a little bit of room. Now what does he do? Does he bail and go down to that bottom side? So this high side here starting to work. They got organized. We haven't seen that high side really working here tonight, but now starting to work. So now the outside line led by the 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. Taking the race lead, and some of those guys bailed down to the bottom side. Lucas Simpner now left up on that outside line with 21 left up on the outside line now. 30 and the 29, the only 3 cars left. So those guys working together, the 91, the 4, the 17, and the 2X. So now Bardelli Jr., the race leader. Vieta is in second. Look at this, man. I'll tell you what, we're on 17 laps from the race finish. It's going to get a little interesting here. I think a lot of these guys have the fuel to make it to the end. We're going to have a slugfest here. We got 5 laps to go. Things are going to get real interesting. So looks like we got some guys here going to the top here to see if they can't make it work. Paul Brown in the 77 to 53 of Jim Willis up there on the top side. The 90 up on the top side, so we'll see if they can't make something work. Tim Lansbury, the last car in that little group there on the bottom side. 29, Zach Casey, he bails down to the bottom side. You see Christian Wilson in the yellow car. That 30 car, he's down to the bottom side here. Now Lansbury goes up to the high side. Can he lead this charge up on the high side and go close back in on these guys? 24, Sean Jacobs, he's down on that bottom side here. Kind of wonder if he's going to go up to the high side. On board here with the 77, Paul Brown. Paul running in the 9th position. Look at this, starting to get a run here on the outside line. Excuse me, on board with the 82 car. Take that back. Tim Lansbury. They're 3 wide. Sean Jacobs. It's going to get a little wild here as Sean Jacobs tucks in. They were 3 wide through the tri-oval. Jessica Pelletier in the 7X machine. Now running in the 12th position. Those guys now bailed down to the bottom line there. Bardelli Jr. still leading the field. The outside line looking to see if they can't start something. They saw what those guys did when they teamed up on the outside, really organized and got around. Now on lap 57. Take a look at Robillard here in the 90 car. He's running in the 8th position. Iglesias out on the bottom side here is a little tight. He's running in that 4th in line on the bottom side. Now organized on the outside, the 82, Lansbury, alongside Claudio Bardelli Jr. So the high line now starting to work. Little organization on the high line now. But 7 cars up on the outside line. 5 cars down on the inside line. So it looks like that outside is starting to work here. Take a look at Dylan Maglioka. The 9X machine on pit lane. Look at Ed Palumbo. Excuse me, yeah, that's Claudio Bardelli Jr. Take a look at Ed Palumbo here in the 54. He gets by. You know, those guys back to the front. Lansbury, Brown, Willis, Robillard, Palumbo, the top 5. Bardelli Jr., who was the race leader, now back to the 6th position. These guys a little disorganized back there now. Iglesias, take a look at him. Down to the inside, he and Lucas Simpner battling it out across the start-finish line into turn 1. Simpner up on the outside line. Iglesias, a little bit of heat there. On that bottom line now, they're 3 wide. See the 17 and the 21 to 17 drifting up the track there a little bit. So on board here with the 21, Lucas Simpner. Starting to see a little bit of smoke. Everybody starting to smoke there. Maybe Iglesias. Oh, it looks like Christian Wilson. Wilson maybe smoking here a little bit. The 30 car. Very interesting. The 30 car is smoking and off the pace. Christian Wilson having some engine issues. Not good for the 30 car. I don't know, maybe missed a shift or something, but that car is a little warm. So Christian Wilson, unscheduled pit stop. That car is about ready to blow up. Christian Wilson on pit lane here as we got about 10 laps to go. The 30 car now retired from the race. Something happened to the 30. Lansbury in the 82. Leading the field. How about that? Clayton Perkins coming in here. Come on, Clayton, where you been, man? Good to see you, Clayton. Hope you're having a great weekend. Glenn Wilson, Christian's dad. I don't know what happened there. Christian may have missed a shift and blew that engine up. He takes a DNF. That is a tough break for Christian Wilson. Bardelli Jr. in the 91, the 4. Art Theater running in 6th and 7th. Lansbury in the 82. Clayton Perkins said they beat up on the football team, whoever they played tonight. I don't know who they played, but glad he had a good night. Landon Hughes in here. Awesome. Good to see him. So congratulations to the Clinton Prairie football team for getting a big victory here tonight. 62 to 13. Take it easy on those guys. Reese Kennedy down on the apron there letting those guys go by. So the 82 Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. Tim Lansbury leading the field. Archivia here trying to get 91 to get a little run on the outside line. 90. Robillard down on the inside line. And we got a yellow flag. Oh, my heavens, man, a yellow flag. Oh, boy. A yellow flag. So, not good. Let's see here, Pelletier in the 7X car off the pace for some reason. As Tim Lansbury did not want to see that caution flag. That's going to bunch some things back up. Take a look and see what happened here. Right there onto the apron, and then the car gets a little bit crazy and then comes around, and once it comes around, the caution flag comes out, backs it into the wall and then back down the track. So it looks like just collects the 7X car. Take a look at that again. The 7X trying to go by the 29, gets off below the yellow line here. And you know you got a little bit of a elevation change on that little slope change, and it breaks the back end of that car loose, trying to catch it. And then the car comes around and almost catches that car, and then comes around here and it backs it into the wall right there. Go on board here. You can watch this. Working the wheels. You're right there. Working the wheel. Oh, my heavens. Tim Lansbury, the leader. Tim Lansbury, the race leader here, under yellow, 82 car. All right, Tim Lansbury, the 82 car. I think he's probably going to stay out. Clayton Perkins, I do not want you sending any donations in. I'm telling you that right now. Nothing. You keep your money, you go spend it on your friends and having fun. We just do this for fun. This is what we do on a Friday night. So the 82, the 77, I think the 53, all these guys are going to stay out here. They have what they have. It's really not that we haven't had that many laps under this last green flag run. So fresh tires, no big deal. They got enough fuel to make it to the end. They don't want to give up track position. Well, don't forget, we got some GT3 Series racing coming up tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The stream will start about 2 p.m. High Octane Racing League's GT3 cars. Man, this will be a fantastic one. Road America is a great, great road course. And these GT3 cars are going to get after it. Flat out, get after it tomorrow. Great cars, fun. You're going to see some McLarens, Corvettes, BMWs, Audis, some Porsches, some Bentleys. What else we got? Radicals. And all kinds of Ferraris. All getting after it in the GT3 series. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Christian Wilson says his team is underfunded. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have random. I don't know if I have random breakdowns on this, but I may. Can't guarantee that. But sorry about your luck there, Christian. You had a good race there going. And don't forget, we got tomorrow night in the Saturday Night Thunder. We've got some more Talladega coming up tomorrow night. Race number 4 in the Saturday Night Thunder. Talladega Superspeedway, 80 laps in the Cup Series. The Saturday Night Thunder Cup cars will be after it tomorrow. 80 laps for race number 4, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Pit road will be open this time.
And don't forget, man, coming into tonight's race, very tight battle in the points battle here halfway through the season. We're on the back half of this now, and Sean Jacobs leads the field there, a 7-point lead over Bartelli Jr. Vieira is in third, Palumbo fourth, Brown in the 5th position. You see Preston Hassel, who couldn't be here tonight, is going to take a little bit of hit in the points. Sits 6th coming into tonight's race. Lucas Simper, he's had some issues tonight, but caution flag going to help him out to get caught back up. Sits 7th in points. Christian Wilson, little hit for him tonight in the points. Have the mechanical failure. Todd Robillard 9th. Givaldo Spindola, also some issues for him. connection issues, and he's going to take a hit in the points. He's coming into tonight in the 10th position. So we're pretty close to the finish of this thing here on lap 67. Question is, what lane is Tim Lansbury going to take? Wow, I think I swallowed my gum. What lane is Tim Lansbury going to take? You see the 77. Those guys generally work together, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see how that works out. The sleeper could be Jim Willis. He's in the 3rd position in that Black Rifle Coffee Company number 53 car. All right, the 82, Tim Lansbury. What's he going to do here? Is he going to take the outside line? Is he going to take the inside line? Looks like he is elected to take the inside line. That leaves Paul Brown on the outside line. Jim Willis in the 53 will start in the 3rd position. 91. Bardelli Jr. on the outside line will be 4th. So we cross the start-finish line here to go back green. We'll have 2 laps to go. Not technically a green-white checker here. I kind of wonder, are we going to end this thing under green? Or are we going to have to do a green-white checker? I think this thing, the intensity level is going to go up here. So dialing it up. Intensity level up here with what will be 2 laps to go when we go back green. See Vieira back there in the starting in the 5th position. Robillard starting in 6th. Simpsoner and Hughes starting in 7th and 8th. Jacobs and Dunbar running in 9th and 10th here on the restart. It's been a while since that 82's been to victory lane here in the Friday night Buschwackers series. We'll see if the Skyline Chili Ford Mustang can put this car in victory lane tonight. Paul Brown, the 77 car on the outside line, will have something to say about that, no doubt. Here we go. We're back to green. 2 laps to go. We cross the start-finish line. Good jump there for the 82 car. Jim Willis did not get on the gas, and he has lost some positions. He's back to 6th. See that high line there, kind of organized. 77 dives down to the inside. Simpsoner now, Bardelli Jr. running in 3rd. 90 running in the 4th position. Tim Lansbury nose to tail with Paul Brown, Bardelli Jr., Robillard, Simpsoner, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Got front group. Trying to pull away there. Sean Jacobs up on the outside line now. He dives back down to the inside. Things getting a little crazy there. Last lap. Oh, no. Sean Jacobs coming around. Sean Jacobs came around, and he held on to that thing. Gets it back out there, but he came around. Tim Lansbury being pushed by the 77 down the backstretch. The 90 and the 91. Nose to tail. This would be a big win here for Tim Lansbury. I wonder if the 77 going to help him to the race victory. Or is he going to tuck out there and try to get a run? 91 drops back a little bit down down the front stretch through the tri-oval. Now that start-finish line is a little bit past the tri-oval, and it looks like the 82 car, Tim Lansbury, is going to take the victory. So Tim Lansbury getting their victory. How about that, huh? The 82 car. So congratulations to Tim Lansbury. We'll do a little stop the game here to take the screenshot. So congratulations to Tim Lansbury and that Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. Tim Lansbury getting the big win in that 82. We'll take a look at the final results here real quick. Tim Lansbury, the 82, gets the victory. Congratulations to him. Bardelli Jr. finishes in the second position. Paul Brown finishes in third. Robillard fourth. Ed Palumbo battles back to a fifth-place finish. Lucas Simpner finishes in sixth. Art Deviata seventh. Jessica Pelletier finishes in the eighth position. Chris Hughes ninth. Jesus Iglesias, he had that car up front all night long, finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in 11th is Jim Willis in the 53. Remember, he started in the second position, or in the third position. Jair Leveda in 17 finishes in 12th. Will Dunbar 13th. Zachman Casey in the 29 finishes 14th. Sean Jacobs 15th. Reese Canaday in the 80 car finishes in the 16th position. Dylan Maglioka in his first race out finishes out in P17. Christian Wilson finishes in the 18th position in the 30 car. And Givaldo Spindola finishes in 19th in the 68 car. So congratulations to Tim Lansbury on getting the win here at Talladega. All right, man. Chili for everybody. Congratulations, Tim Lansbury.
Hey, thanks. Thanks a lot. Must be all that chili I had the last week.
Well, that was a pretty clean race. I mean, we just had that couple caution flags. And I think that you had the car up front there toward the end. And, you kind of fell back there a little bit in that second pack. It looked like that first run. Were you getting a little panicky?
No, not really. I was trying to find somebody to run with and try to work my way back up. We finally got back up to the first pack there before the pit stop.
Pit stop's pretty interesting. Kind of strung out the field a little bit, but you got a nice little pack there to work together on that second run. And then at the end, we had the late race caution flag. What was going through your head then?
Like, here we go again. I've been there so many times in the last couple of years, and something usually happens, but this time I managed to hold it together.
Well, Dega's always, I think one where it's kind of a crapshoot. It doesn't really separate the men from the boys, so to speak, because a lot of guys can get in here and win this race. But I think you would be the first to say that, getting in victory lane takes a little help from some friends.
Oh, yeah. I had a lot of help on the outside line there, getting up to the front. We were on the inside, sort of in the back there. We got passed by the pack, and then moved up in front of Paul and Ed and Jim. They just pushed me to the front, and then we stayed up there.
Well, you got a big race coming up next week at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I know you kind of sort of been a little bit of a part-timer this season. Any plans to race at that 1.5 miles next week?
I plan to make it. That's one of my better 1.5 miles. Atlanta and Charlotte are my two that I like the most. So we'll see what happens. Take a shot
well,
at
hey,
it.
Congratulations, man. I mean, got to enjoy the victory when you get them, and good to see the Skyline Chili Ford Mustang back up here in victory lane.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for everything you do. Great broadcast, and go eat some chili.
All right, man. I'll take it easy, bud.
All right, thanks.
All right, that's Tim Lansbury joining us up here in the booth. And Charlotte, one of his favorite tracks, so maybe make it 2 in a row for that 82 car. That Skyline Chili Mustang in victory lane. So congratulations to Tim Lansbury. Very popular victory, I'm sure, with the crowd. A lot of guys out there really like Tim's attitude when he comes out to race, and pretty no nonsense, and does a great job for us here at High Octane Racing League. Well, don't forget, we got some more racing headed your way tomorrow. Starting it off 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series, Road America. What a great track that's going to be, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Expect a lot of great drivers out for this one. Very popular track, one of those classic American road courses. That's Road America up there in Wisconsin, Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. So it should be a fun race. It'll be a great broadcast here tomorrow starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then some more racing headed your way tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talladega Superspeedway, 80 laps in the Saturday Night Thunder. Race number 4 of the season. Should be a fantastic one. If you're interested in coming out and racing with us, come on out, man. The Cup cars are a lot of fun, and Dega is going to be a great one. Should be a big field. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Solid servers tonight. Got also web page hosting. So if you want an rFactor 2 server for your league, no matter what part of the world you're in, we can find one for you in your region. That's EliteHostingUSA.com. Well, I tell you, man, that was a good one. A lot of fun I had tonight. Pretty clean race. I think it could have been messy at times, but, man, these guys battled back and or battled through, soldiered on, and really made it a very interesting race. We had that late race caution flag to kind of mix things up there, make it a little bit more interesting. But a fun race. I mean, a lot of respect out there by the drivers. Things got a little out of hand there on a few laps, but everybody sort of calmer heads prevailed tonight. And I was pleased to see a very, very good race and a big field. And I want to say welcome to Dylan in his first race out here in High Octane Racing League. Did a great job, and I know the guys are going to help him get his equipment set up there as far as the racing wheel and so forth and get things dialed in, and he'll be up front there. He really showed some good laps there tonight. So part of that first race jitters, and then also trying to get these equipment here set up for racing in rFactor 2 takes a little bit of work. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. It's right there behind me. Please press that, and then you can also smash the bell and help me out here by getting updates when races are going live and showing up and doing the chat session. We had a lot of people showing up in the chat session tonight. Always appreciate that. And again, you can share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. I encourage you to do that. Bring some more folks in. Like to see them. Then also, please go down in the description of this race. Follow those links over to the Fanatec website. There's also a PayPal link there if you'd like to donate. And then there's a button up in the banner of the channel if you'd like to make a donation through PayPal to TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. Had a blast tonight, man. What a fun race it was. And that's going to do it for me tonight here at TurnLeftTV. And we'll see you next time. In the meantime, I am out of here.